Restored Life Church International. We are located on 5964 Covington Highway, Lithonia, Georgia. Sunday celebrations 10 a.m. in person and virtually on all social media platforms. Life Talk, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. virtually on all social media platforms. Dangerous faith. Dangerous praise. Dangerous church.
I want you to remember that God's created everything you see. He breathed it into existence. You remember when his people were caught up in slavery? He rescued them. What he did was he parted the sea and he made a way for them, and then he delivered their enemies to them, and he unlocks wombs, and he provides water from a rock, and he provides manna from heaven, and he brought down the walls of Jericho. He froze the sun, allowing victory. He's toppled giants with tiny stones. He's brought fire from heaven. He shut the mouths of lions. He preserved life in the belly of a well. He's fed thousands with a few loaves. He gives the weak strength. He heals the sick. He's made the blind see, the deaf hear, the mute speak, the lame walk, and he's overcome evil, and he's made a way through death for you and me by the death and the resurrection of his son, Jesus Christ, that we will live with him forever. We will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever and ever and ever. What are we afraid of? His resume is flawless. He controls everything. And he loves you.
We are seed sowers in the house of God. Take advantage of our giving options. Tune into the Dangerous Church podcast with Apostle John Crossland, wherever podcasts are sold.
God is so good. I mean, from the moment you wake to the moment you rest, his goodness is available for you and for me. Every breath, every step, every single moment of every single day, he is there. His love is deeper than the oceans. It's wider than all the grief and the pain and the worry that you feel surrounded in. And if you let him, he will lead you beside still waters. His goodness isn't reserved for only a chosen few. Nah, you see, his goodness is for everyone. It doesn't matter how far you've wandered or how unsure you may feel. His goodness knows no limits. Like the prodigal son returning home, Jesus is running after you. He is chasing you with outstretched arms, and his goodness and mercy are here for you right now. So today, may you walk in his freedom. And may you stand knowing that he is faithful, that he is Father, and he is friend. And may you know the goodness of God.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Good evening, everybody.
Welcome to another night of Life Talk. We welcome everybody from everywhere. We see you all coming in, and we appreciate you so much. I am Dr. Bernita Crossland.
I'm Apostle John Crossland.
And we welcome everybody from the north, south, east, and the west. We welcome you. Hoping everybody's staying hydrated and staying cool. You know, just, it's hot outside. It is hot, y'all. So stay cool, and stay hydrated. We see people coming in and we appreciate you. Those that are joining us from all of the social media sites, whether it's IG, TikTok, or Facebook, we welcome you. Thank you so much. Susie, it is always good to see you. She says, good evening, family. Thank God for grace and mercy.
Yes,
absolutely. Amen. Thank God for it. When I say we need it, we need it all. Mother Janice says,
good evening, everyone. Welcome to Live Talk. Happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday this month.
I pray for every parent of that child because they carried a baby in the summer. Ooh, wait, Tammy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Tammy. She said,
good evening.
Good evening, Restored Life. It's always good to see you, Tammy.
Sure is.
Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in.
Continue to tag, share, tag people, share this broadcast, this live stream with those people around you. You know, our goal is to reach 1,000 viewers on Tuesday nights as part of our live talk and a part of our church Bible study, which is interactive. So we're asking you to help us with that. Our goal is 1,000 people, and then we're going to set another goal once we reach that.
Right. Absolutely. So come on in. Y'all tag the names in. Tag some people in. Tag them in. Dr. Nancy, it's so good to see you. She says, good evening, Apostle and Pastor Dr.
Good
B.
evening.
Always good to see you. Always. Tag some of your people in. And if they're not answering through your tag, text them and say, we're looking for you on Facebook, in Live Talk. Let them know. Let them know. So come on in. Come on in, as the people say. Come on in. Y'all join us, join us. We always have something good to talk about. Y'all give us a testimony. I thank the Lord for life, health, and strength. I thank him because we still in vacation mode.
Yes, I thank Jesus. Thanks be unto
I just
God.
thank him. I just thank him, y'all. It's just good to still be on vacation. And I need God to slow it down. Just slow it down. Let the days go by slow. All
Good
of that.
evening, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, good to see you, my dear. Good to see. Ashley, tag some of your friends in. Tell them, let's talk tonight. Tag them in. Mother Janice says,
I want to thank God for his grace and mercy and another day of life, health, and strength, and the next day came.
Put a T on. Period. Mother Janice said. Yes, indeed. We missed you Sunday, Mother Janice, praying that you are feeling better.
Yes,
we are praying that you are feeling better. Really.
Good evening, Tracy Danielle. She's watching.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dr. Nancy says, I thank God for favor. Approved for DeKalb Senior Transport. Even though I think I am a spring chicken.
That's good. That is awesome. Dr. Nancy, why don't I tell you, she stay busy.
Yeah, she does.
We love you so much. We love you so much. Tracy Danielle said, hello, hello.
We're on vacation, but I'm here.
Yes,
well,
indeed.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank
and
you.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yes.
We can talk, but enjoy your vacation. Please. Yeah. Enjoy your vacation.
Hello, Kendall.
Good to see you as always. Susie said, okay, Tamara, William and my son Antonio Hagler birthday is this month. Happy birthday. Yes, indeed. I did tell Antonio happy birthday. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday to all these July babies. Y'all know how to come in, but bringing the heat in is what y'all doing. Bringing it in.
Mother Janet says she's getting there slowly.
Take care of yourself. That is what's important, Mother Janet.
Good evening, Miss Linda.
Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good to see y'all. Well, y'all, we're going to get into this word, right? We're going to get into this word. We're going to come from the book of Matthew, the 16th chapter. We're going to start at verse 21. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all invite some people in and let's talk about it, okay? Matthew 16:21 reads like this. From that time, Jesus began to show to his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes and be killed and be raised the third day. Then Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him, saying, far be it from you, Lord. this shall not happen to you. But he turned and said to Peter, get behind me, Satan. You are an offense to me, for you are not mindful of the things of God, but the things of men.
All right.
So we pray that you all enjoyed that reading.
There's a story told of a ship that was sailing at night, and it received a radio message that said, turn south immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm directly in front of you. And the captain of the ship responded and says, I'm a Navy captain.
Mm-hmm.
You turn north. He received another message saying, turn immediately. You are headed straight for me. The captain got irritated and said, no, I am the captain of this Navy vessel, and you turn. This is my final statement to you. I am not turning south. You follow my order and turn north.
Mm-hmm.
The captain barely had time to send the message when he heard, you better turn south because I'm the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
We start our discussion tonight by saying, regardless of who you are and what you are steering, the lighthouse will not adjust to you. You have to adjust
to the lighthouse,
to it.
Yeah.
In this particular story, we see that the naval captain is more focused on his credentials instead of the directions he's been given. He's under a false sense that because he is a ranking officer in the Navy, that whoever is speaking to him is not on his level or does not have the authority necessary to change his trajectory or to tell him what to do.
Right.
Until he finds out that the person that he's talking to is the immovable object.
Yeah.
The lighthouse will never adjust to you.
Absolutely. It will not. See, we have a reflection question that we want to propose to you. How often are we guilty of trying to get God to bend his will instead of bending ours? So I'm going to ask that question one more time. How often, I need y'all to talk to me, how often are we guilty of trying to get God to bend his will instead of bending ours? Because Apostle, people will get real spiritual and pretend like, I've seen this down through the years where people will say things like, well, I feel like my season is over, because they get emotional and they feel like their emotions get attached to what they want God's will to be. Versus what his real will is for their life.
The truth of the matter is, listen, this is the first one for my sanctified fellows. You cannot manipulate God.
You can't do it. You
Point
cannot
blank, period.
You
cannot manipulate or manipulate God.
You can't do it.
I don't care how much you pray, fast, speak in tongues, be theological, even in your own ears. God's will is God's will.
Yeah.
And if your ship is in conflict with the lighthouse will win every time.
Dr. Nancy said, I am so guilty. I'm getting better, but far from perfect. Thankful for God's grace. Absolutely.
Because the truth of the matter is, I don't care how many scriptures you know, I don't care how much Holy Ghost you have. You are guilty. We all have been guilty, and some may be guilty right now of trying to change God's will into ours.
All the time, because we think that we'll pretend like we want his will to be done, but we get emotional. We get very emotional. Hey, Minister Latour, we get very emotional.
Unfortunately, many believe that we are setting our own courses and making our own decisions.
Yeah.
And we expect everything else to adjust to us.
Right.
Including God.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I got to say, I might make somebody mad tonight, but I got to say that is arrogance personified. When you think your way is always the best way or the only way.
Because, and your way can appear to be so real
Uh-huh.
and spiritual, but it's not always God's way.
And we will know that it's something selfish of ours that we desire.
Right.
And all selfish things doesn't necessarily mean sinful.
Right? But they don't.
Everything good ain't necessarily God.
Right.
Okay, y'all, I lost y'all
Right.
there right there. Everything good is not necessarily God.
Aha.
You
It's
can
not.
do a great thing, but it may not be God's will for your life in this
Absolutely.
season.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So back to our question tonight. What is it that you have been trying to bend God's will on?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it? Because why you coming up with that? The truth of the matter is, when you ask Jesus to be the Savior of your life, we also, submit it to his Lordship as well.
Right. Right.
Not only save me, but be Lord over my life.
That also means be Lord over my emotions, be Lord over my, when I'm in my feelings, because when you in your feelings, you can miss God so quick because you take things in such a personal way. And sometimes if you don't be careful, when you become emotional, you put a wall up and not really hear what God is saying.
And the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to say this, you cannot be the teacher and the student at the same time.
You cannot do it. Now, that's good. You cannot do it.
You will never learn the lesson if your voice is the only thing you hear.
That was good right there, Apostle. That was good.
I'm
right
talking
there.
directly to you.
Yeah. Which one you talking to?
You.
Okay. Yeah.
You cannot.
Be the student.
If you are submitting to the voice of your leader, shut up.
And not only
and listen to the leader. Because you'll never learn the lesson as long as all you hear is your voice.
That's it.
And we are guilty of doing that with God.
Yes.
We think that we can out-talk God or convince God that our way is better than his.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, and you'll miss it when you get in them. Those emotions will mess you up. I'm telling you, y'all done got quiet. Plus, look how they looking. They quiet. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Yeah, I hear rats licking ice everywhere.
Yes, sir. It's loud, too.
It's loud.
What is going on here? Y'all quiet right there. Because the truth of the matter is, oh, my God. We don't want, sometimes we run from the truth of what God really wants us to do. We run from that. We run from that because sometimes because it don't feel good.
Other times we're afraid of the unknown.
Yeah, that's true.
And God will always call us to something that we're incapable of achieving ourselves. But because in our psyche or in our mindset, we don't understand how this can be, we doubt the power of God and choose our own wills instead of his will. If God is our lighthouse, if he is the one that provides direction and guides our way, how is it that we feel that our way is more important than the guider?
Because,
or the leader.
Absolutely. Some people don't realize that lighthouse has so many advantages. One, it sees for you. While you're trying to get God to bend to your way, God already seeing the devastation that's about to come your way when you take some of the steps that you shouldn't take. He's trying to see for you, but you're still trying to get him to bend to your will and not his will. And then when calamity happens, or you get in a place where you're depressed or you're not happy and things are not going right, it's because you still won't allow him to bend to his will instead of your will.
Right. You won't submit to the will of God.
Oh, God, help us.
Submission often goes hand in hand with silence. I'm going to say that again.
I said.
Submission often goes hand in hand with silence. If you submit to a teacher or to instruction, then it requires you to be silent
Yes.
so you can be discipled.
There's a scripture that says, study
To study to be quiet.
to be quiet.
Shut it.
Study to be quiet.
Hirsch.
Learn. What is?
Hirsch. Hirsch. Spell it if you ain't got nothing better to do.
Dr. Nancy getting ready to spell it
Shut
right now.
that.
Where is Nastasia Latora? Where is... Do it. Do it again.
Shut that.
I gotta get
Some of us are talking too much.
Oh, God.
And we should be silent and listen to the voice of God for our lives. And the voice of God comes from those in authority, our Christian leadership or spiritual leaders. If you're a kid, our parents,
You done
or
messed this
those.
baby.
The Bible. There you go. Thank you, Ashley Hirsch. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna take you in a meeting, Ashley.
The Bible also says, obey them that have rule over you and esteem them. Esteem them highly for Christ's sake.
Yes.
For they're responsible for your soul. And I'm not saying this because I am a pastor or we are pastors. We're saying this in everyday life. Submit. If you are submitted to something or someone, be quiet and learn from them.
Learn something. Yes.
Bishop Jonathan Elliott Alvarado used to always say, if you don't learn nothing else in church, if you don't ever learn a whole lot of Bible, learn this. Come to church, pay your tithe, and sit down and learn something.
Learn something. Elder Mary says, I think one of the biggest areas where we be in God's will, I think where we be in God's will is within relationships. You know that men and women is not, man or woman is not for you, and many date them anyway. That's the God in heaven truth. That is very true of marriage. Very true. And then when they in a place where they don't like each other,
now they want to blame God or blame everybody else for them not submitting and listening. Proverbs 14:12, for those that need more scripture, says, there is a way that seemeth right unto man. I got to say that in King James.
Yes.
But the end is the way of destruction. King James says there's a way that seems right to man, but its end is the way of death.
Mm-hmm.
Your will seems right to you. It fits. It fits.
Mm-hmm.
But Pastor Bishop William Tony, good man, we got to talk. Love you dearly from the bottom of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that so you know it. Love you dearly.
And I do too, William Tony.
Miss you, man.
We do miss you.
But we going to talk. I see you, Pastor Chandler. I see you.
Indeed.
Pick up where I'm leaving off, please.
Yes.
God is not intimidated by your will.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
Let me tell you what he will do. You keep pushing your will over his.
Uh-huh.
He will get out of your way just long enough for you to lose your way.
Please say that again, Apostle.
He will get out of your way long enough for you to lose your way.
Goodness above, God.
It's not intimidated
Oh, my God.
by
He's
your
not.
will.
He's not.
So we got to be careful about what we say. Now, we do understand the original text that we read, but we want you to see one way of determining whether you are flowing in the will of God or not is what comes out of your mouth.
And that is so important. It is so important what we let come out of our mouth. It is so important.
And as a matter of fact, the secret to answered prayer is repeating the will of God.
Absolutely.
Oh, y'all don't like me because I tell the truth. All right. Willie says,
I'm patiently waiting
on his provision and actions for me.
to get back better.
To get back better.
And he is. He is.
You got to, but you have to speak his will out of your mouth. You need to hear yourself saying what God is saying about you.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you need to hear it.
You need to hear yourself regurgitate what God has put inside of you.
And sometimes, Apostle, some people just don't understand or they don't see themselves like God see them. So they let stuff come out of their mouth that they don't realize is damaging what God is preparing.
So life and death is in the power
of the tongue.
That same tongue produces blessing and curses.
So be careful what you let come out your mouth. Be very careful. It is not an easy thing to make the tongue work right, y'all.
Okay, second reflection question for tonight. What have you been saying that is contrary to the will of God? I don't hear nobody. I don't hear nobody talking.
Because we just get the other point. It ain't an easy thing to make the tongue work right. Y'all know we all done said some stuff. We be like, gosh, do that thing again. What you did a while ago with the what?
Shut it.
You done made everybody spell Hirsch. Because, man, Ashley said, God is showing me that great things come to those that wait. Absolutely. And Ashley, hear me when I tell you, there's a key to waiting, ain't it?
Exactly.
There's a key to it, Ashley, because waiting ain't just sitting back not doing nothing. And you are correct. Your words are correct.
But waiting means waiting, being
serving,
being active, serving. Exactly.
Yes. When you're waiting, you're serving and busy.
Serving, you need to know what to say in your serving.
Yes. Yes. Now, can we stay on that tongue for about another 30 seconds?
All right.
We need to be, not only do we need to be careful what we let come out of our tongue, we need to be careful who we let use their tongue to contaminate what's inside of us. Sometimes that's our bigger problem because we'll let stuff into our spirit and into our ear gate that should not be said to us, and it just messes us up with the will that God has for us.
Exactly.
I can't stand it when people say things that don't really line up with your life. Let me tell you something. I don't care. I've never cared about what people think about somebody else or whatever. It is so important for you to know what God's will is versus somebody's opinion about you. It does not matter.
And we often associate the waiting, because I see many of you commenting on waiting, that we often associate waiting as being something that is contrary to the will of God.
Yes.
But oftentimes, God's will is for you to sit down somewhere and wait on it.
Wait on it. Wait on it, y'all.
It's always ready for you, but you're not always ready for it.
Oh, look what LaTorra said. It's called tongue contamination.
Very good.
That's good right there, Mr. LaTorra.
So let's get to the text so y'all don't think we just making something up.
Yeah.
So Jesus tells his disciples what is to come, that he must die in order to save mankind.
And come back 3 days later is what he said.
Right. But Peter turned and said,
said to Peter,
no, this is what I want to get to. Peter pulls him aside to rebuke him.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on now.
Yeah.
The God of the universe.
Yes.
You need Jesus so you can step your hips out on this water.
Absolutely.
But now all of a sudden you got enough authority to rebuke Jesus.
Yes.
Who has the power to rebuke the winds and the waves.
And the waves, yes. Yes.
In this text, something that we read, that I've read it many times for our pastors and our preachers online tonight. I've read this many times, but I saw something this afternoon. Peter is having a hard time submitting to the will of God.
Absolutely he is. Absolutely he is.
Jesus has expounded upon the will of the Father for his life, and Peter feels some kind of way about it.
Yeah.
So his emotions tell him, come here, Jesus. Come here, let me holler at you for a minute. Y'all excuse us.
Because this can't be.
Excuse us for a minute. Y'all. Because the scripture says he pulled him to the side.
He did.
Come here, let me holler at you.
Yeah.
Listen here. This ain't right. What you saying
This can't
true.
be.
This can't be. Because you ain't got to die.
Not for these
the
people.
sins of man. Not for them.
These?
You ain't got to do it.
No, this ain't right, Jesus.
And he allowed his emotions to control his mouth.
Absolutely.
Now, first of all, Peter used church talk to make it sound religious.
Yeah.
He wanted to impress Jesus. He says, Lord. which is oxymoronic. Because you can't call me Lord and then rebuke me at the same time. You can't call me your leader and then try to tell me how to do what I'm called to do.
You need to stay right there, Apostle.
They used to say to children, stay in a child's place.
Pastor Chandler. Ooh-wee.
And it doesn't matter how spiritual you try to sound. You can't be the teacher and the student.
Right.
And not be effective.
That part.
You can try to take over the class. You can try to give your opinion. You can try to feel whatever way you want to feel how things ought to be run. But the truth of the matter is you're not getting the teacher paycheck.
You're not. You're not.
I feel that right there. Because I don't like to talk about school when I ain't there. But when I step my hips into the classroom, I am the teacher of record.
Absolutely you are.
Everybody that parks their hips in those desks
got to listen and learn.
They got to listen to what I got to say. Because I'm the one collecting the check.
That's right.
For the knowledge.
I've studied for this class.
So I know the will of the district, of the principal, of the school for the kids. So it becomes my job to disseminate the will of the curriculum on
Apostle.
the kids. And if you are to effectively receive the curriculum, then you got to hirsch.
Say it again.
And listen to the instructions.
There it is, Anastasia. Hirsch.
Shut there.
Yes. And listen, you can't be both the teacher and the student.
You can't be the Lord of the situation and the led. You cannot be the Lord and the led.
Absolutely.
A few verses early in this text, Jesus asked, who did men say that he was?
Yeah.
And that various disciples gave their synopsis of what they felt Jesus was.
Yes.
But Peter says, at the end, Simon says, thou art the Christ.
Thou art the Christ.
I don't know why when you say that, preachers, you got to put that thing in your voice or it don't feel right. Thou art the Christ. I don't know why it don't feel right till you do that.
You done messed up tape. I got to get tape right.
Thou art the Christ.
Yes.
The Son of the living God.
Yes.
And he said, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you, Simon, but my Father which is in heaven. And upon this truth, upon that rock, that I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. He changes his name from Simon to Peter. Based on the revelation of the will of God for Jesus. And now a few verses later, he called Jesus over to the conference and said, I need to rebuke you on that. Because you don't have to die. Now, we use this text and says that Jesus looked at Peter and said what?
Right.
What did you say? What did you call me? What? I ain't got to do what?
Right.
Get thee behind me.
That's what he told him.
Have you ever thought to look back when Jesus goes to the wilderness to be tempted of the devil? The whole thing was Satan was offering Jesus rulership without the cross.
Jesus.
If you bow down to me, I'll give you everything you see. If you jump off the pinnacle of the temple, legions of angels gonna rescue you before your foot even touch the ground.
Yes. Yes.
Just bow down to me. You don't need to die on the cross. All you need to do is submit to me. If you submit to me, then the cross won't be necessary.
How good.
Peter, in his emotions, is repeating the principles of what the devil told Jesus.
He did.
And so Jesus immediately recognized the devil's voice coming out of Peter's mouth and says, get thee behind me. Peter uses the word Lord, but temporarily fails to submit to it. I ain't gonna beat Peter all the way up because Peter's intentions were good. He was just trying to shield and protect Jesus. and attempts to rebuke the person that's in charge.
Yeah, he did.
How many times have we found ourselves guilty of trying to rebuke who's in charge? I ain't gonna get no answers to that.
Tay said Peter needs to have several seats. He needs to sit down. He needs to sit down. Yeah.
And he meant well.
He did. He
and
did.
I said earlier, it doesn't mean your will is not always sinful.
It's not always simple. It's not. It's not.
It could be a good thing not done in a timely manner.
Right. Right. That's good. That's good.
We should be like sons of Issachar that understand the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Everything.
And sometimes we have good intentions, but the wrong timing. And so the will of God is not to do away with the good will that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It is to allow him to show you where it's most profitable for you.
And I believe in my heart, Peter got so emotional because he didn't want to hear his Christ. He didn't want to hear Jesus say that. And so he got in his feelings and was like, no, because you're not. See, God's will don't always feel good.
No.
It just don't always feel good. And that didn't feel good to him. You know what I mean?
And so I don't want you to walk away as if we're beating Peter up for being human.
It didn't feel good to him. He didn't want to see that happen. But not realizing that this is a good thing that Christ is about to do. So sometimes that's what we do. We we see something different when God is telling you to do something. We see it different because we're thinking that it's a bad thing. So we get a visual that it can't be God's will, not realizing that it's going to work out for your good.
Preachers, if you're still watching me, help me out on this. This is something that I felt the Spirit just dropped in my spirit right now. We look at Jesus as the Messiah getting ready to do a messianic thing by going to the cross. Let's look at Jesus as a human. He was a 100% God, 100% man.
Mm-hmm.
Hypostatic union. Okay, let's look at the human side. When Peter comes to him to tell him, you don't have to die.
Right.
Dying is something that the human part of Jesus is struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not the case, why does Jesus go to Gethsemane and sweats like drops of blood and prays, Father, if it be your will, take this bitter cup from me.
Yeah.
I don't really want to die, even though I knew from the beginning of time that my dying on the cross was a necessity.
Right. Right.
But Peter's voice becomes your person that tells you, you ain't got to pray as hard for this. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to go to church and surround yourself with like-minded believers. Mm-hmm. You don't have to serve. Mm-hmm. You don't have to give this. Yeah. You can reach God at home.
Right. Right.
And so the human Jesus looks at Peter and says, Satan, get behind me. I'm already struggling.
Right. What you doing?
Struggling. I'm already struggling internally. I almost said it regularly. Yeah. I'm already struggling internally.
Right.
And now you coming up with your own will, and I'm trying to follow. You got to be careful who you allow to speak into your ear gate.
Yeah.
They can have good intentions, but it will have a bad outcome.
It will. Dr. Nancy said, Apostle, was Peter trying to protect Jesus, or was he reacting to the news that he don't want to hear?
It's both. This is my opinion. I believe that Peter was trying to protect Jesus, but then Peter could not face the reality of life without Jesus.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that right there.
Because the truth of the matter is, Peter is Jesus' self-appointed bodyguard.
Right.
He's the one with the blade.
Yeah.
He's the one that's going to cut off ears. He's the one that's willing to fight for Jesus. Mm-hmm. And the thought of Jesus possibly not being around is a little hard for him to take.
Absolutely.
What is I going to do if I don't have somebody to protect?
And that's what we do. Ooh, right there. That's what we do. Sometimes we hold on to people too long, and God is saying, I don't want this person in your life right now. Not for this journey. not for right now. Or to piggyback on what Elder Mary said a few minutes ago, sometimes God will separate you from a relationship for a while to fix that person, and then He bring you back together. It's not always that the person ain't meant for you. Sometimes God is saying, I need to work on something with them first. Then I will let you have that person as your soulmate. Oh my God.
I need to change enough of you to make you match what I'm changing in them.
And so that's why sometimes when people get married too quick, they struggle because you did it out of God's timing. Oh my God, today.
I knew that she was my wife the first year I met her. But God didn't tell me she was my wife until after then. Yeah. I knew in my heart I loved her enough to marry her. I knew in my heart I was willing to do all of the sacrifices that would be necessary to have her in my life. But I had to wait on the will of God to show me. We fasted. We prayed.
We did. God
we
knows.
did all of that.
Yes.
Then I just happened to be invited to conduct a music workshop by a guy who's gone on to be with the Lord now, Ronnie McCoy, in Elizabethtown, North Carolina. And Apostle Tracy Troy was there. She wasn't an apostle then, and I wasn't none of that what I am now. Either.
Right.
And the first thing that Apostle Troy looked at me, we wasn't in no service. She didn't come to me speaking in tongues. I was John and she was Trey. And she looked at me and looked at my wife and said, well, first of all, she started laughing. And then looked at me, she said, that's your wife. And I said, Trey, what you talking about? She busted out laughing again. She said, that's your wife. But God was using her to confirm God's will in my life. Oftentimes, we make decisions based on our own emotions that have not been sanctioned by the will and the voice of God. And so you can use the word Lord and be talking straight devil.
Ooh, woo.
You
Straight
can.
from the enemy's mouth. My God, today.
Because you're doing it based on your intentions instead of God's intentions.
And so what Peter was doing was just letting stuff kind of out of his mouth based on his opinion and how he felt. That's exactly what he was doing.
And it's that way with our lives, beloved. We want Jesus to save us, but we have a problem with him leading us.
Oh, God, right there.
And so because out of Peter's passion, because we like to hide behind that word too. Sometimes it ain't passion, it's rebellion.
And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, Apostle.
I'm talking to a whole lot of people and hitting you from various angles.
Yes. Yes.
Peter used his mouth to speak something contrary to the will of God. The one thing that your mouth should never be allowed to say is, Jesus, I think you wrong.
You are in deep trouble if you could say that to God. You're in deep trouble if you could say that.
God don't have no problem with you saying, Jesus, I don't understand.
Right. But to tell him he's wrong?
Because he's going to show you how right he is.
Or let you see.
That's how he shows.
He will take his hands off. And the last thing you want is for God to take his hands off of you. You don't want it.
Older people used to say, bought sense is better than told.
Yeah, it is now.
And after I've been trying to tell you and you don't want to listen, all right, I'll let life teach you what my words could.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're going to leave you with this because we're almost out of time. Go ahead.
Minister Natalie said, sometimes we don't want to wait on God because we have a right now spirit, but God knows what's best for us, and we have to be patient and not get in our feelings. God has a plan for our lives. Yes, he does.
He does.
Yes, he does.
He does. We're going to leave you with this question. You ain't going to answer it, but that's okay. We want you to remember. Have you ever thought how
Y'all
much your
talk to us.
everyday conversation disagrees with God?
Ooh. Read it again. Have you ever thought about how much of your everyday conversation disagrees with God? Ooh. All of y'all.
I don't know. I'm broke. I'm busted. I'm disgusted.
I can't get through this.
I can't go. I can't.
This is wearing me out.
Oh, man.
I'm tired. I'm over life. I'm sick of this. How am I going to get through this?
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got a pot. No one.
Ain't nobody helping me. Ain't nobody here for me.
Nobody understand.
Don't nobody understand me. That's what the young people like to say. Don't nobody understand me. They don't get it. Ain't nobody going through what I'm going through. I'm out here by myself.
I don't look like such another.
Yeah.
When the Bible clearly says that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm depressed. Right. I'm low. You're above only and not beneath. You're the head and not the tail. I'm broke as a joke. You're blessed going out
and coming in.
And how much of our conversation disagrees with the
God.
Will of God for our life? Something to think about, huh?
It's like God pulling you up out of the hole.
And you trying to jump back in it.
But you digging a deeper hole.
God pulling you up. Pull me up.
Yeah.
Pull me up.
This going to sound funny, but I'm going to say it. It's like you God trying to put you on dry land and you out there mopping the ocean. What is you?
Pull me up. Pull it. God lift you. And you doing this.
And God saying, you making him tired. I'm making you go fall. Come up, son. Come up. Ooh, come up, son. Y'all, come up.
God wants you elevated and you down. When are you going to agree with the will of God for your life?
I'm raising you up, son. Yeah.
I'm raising you up. My whole left side did something when I tried it. Oh. Right down here. My scaradica. My scaradica did something. When we have to learn how to agree with the will of God for our lives.
We do.
In our actions and in our conversations.
Yep. We do, y'all.
And when you don't know what to say,
be quiet.
Shut up.
Don't say nothing.
Hush.
But stop speaking. Susie laughing at you. Stop speaking damnation over your life all the time.
Hush.
Oh my God. If you're tired, get in the will of God.
And rest.
If you're overwhelmed, get in the will of God.
Cast your cares on me, for I care for you. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Stop doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, you. Stop doing that. You're doing that too much.
Yes. You said your something was Ashley said.
My sciatica. Spell it if you ain't got nothing to do.
Say it one more time.
Sciatica. Y'all can't hear? Sciatica. My sciatica is doing something.
Dr. Nancy said, what a great teacher tonight. Thank you so much. Going to be thinking on the last question for the whole week. Thank you so much, Apostle Dr. B. I mean, seriously, y'all, like.
He said, get thee behind me, Satan, because what you saying is some foolishness.
You're pushing against his will for your life. You're totally coming against his will for your life. God is saying, stop dating that woman. Stop dating that man. That you know that's not who everything y'all doing together ain't what I anointed you to do.
Exactly.
And you saying, well, no, God, if you continually be with somebody God didn't put you with, you know what?
That's right, my sanctified spellers. Come on.
I'm about to call Dean. Oh my God. Jalea, it's so good to see you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
So tonight, beloved, we just wanted to share with you, do not allow your own personal will and your emotions to get in the way of the plan of God for your life.
Please don't. Please don't. And is it okay to say this? If you're in an ugly place, I wouldn't tell you, I would say this to you right now. Just go sit down for a minute and listen and get some good godly counsel.
But listen to it.
Right.
Stop talking so much.
Yeah.
You talk too much. Hush.
And listen.
Listen.
God, matter of fact, here's the thing. Sometimes when people are in something so long, they think it's not God's will that they come out. It is his will that you be free.
But maybe you've been talking so long that you missed the directions to the door. You've been walking around all the time.
Right. Yes.
All right.
Jalea, we love you so much. I tell you, if God's the heaven truth, I sure want you over there. I'm sorry. Jaleel, I love you. That's my nephew. I love him. I love him. I love him. Yes, indeed, I love him.
And so, beloved, that's all we got for you tonight. That's all we got. Above us is our ways of giving. Please help us to continue to do what we do.
And thank you to those who have been giving in the sacrificial giving for this month.
Absolutely.
You've been giving, we're giving $500 above our tithe and offering for the month of July. And you guys have been a blessing. Some of you are, some people wanted to pay on it weekly, which is fine by us. We just appreciate you being obedient to the will of God in this season. If you've never been a part of a sacrificial giving and the Lord is telling you to partner with Restored Life Church International, please do so. Pray about it. God may tell you to do half of that, $250, and you don't know what door is about to open. Sunday, I asked the people that were, after we talked about our seasons Sunday, because I believe, I feel something in the atmosphere that is shifting with a lot of people, because that due season is here. And a lot of people, they've been crying for a long time, and God is he's turning some things around. And I asked some people, even those that had given on their sacrifice and their tithe and offering, at the end of service, we gave a $25 seed, just to say we're believing and standing on this season of shifting in our due season. So I would love to submit to you tonight, if you don't mind, every person watching right now, will you sow a seed of $25 tonight in Life Talk? And if you would do so, can you just put a note up and say, I'm in agreement with you all tonight. I will sow a seed. I will sow a seed of 25. When you share this, those that are hearing it through sharing, I want you to sow a $25 seed to Restore Life Church International. If the Lord telling you to do 50 or more, that's between you and God. That meant that was his will for you tonight. That's what that means. But I'm asking those that don't mind, as we take up the offering for Restored Life tonight, to give a $25 seed tonight. Give a $25 seed if you don't mind. And just stand on the word. Touch and agree with your virtual neighbor and tell them, because the Bible says that where 2 or 3 touch and agree, he declared to us that he would be in the midst of us. And so I am asking that you would partner with somebody and say, let's touch and agree, because we've already seen, I got a message today. I told them, I said, in 14 days, you're going to see some stuff. And some people got some emails and stuff today confirming God shifting some stuff around. I'm telling you, new jobs are coming.
I saw where Ashley had testified about a new job starting this school year as a paraprofessional.
Ashley?
Yeah, we had started teaching, and so she didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to post.
Oh, wow. I missed that. Congratulations, Ashley.
Congratulations.
That is so awesome. I'm excited about that. Yes, God, bring it through. Bring it through. Yes, indeed. That's awesome. That is so awesome, Ashley. But can we sow a seed tonight? Can we sow a seed? Can we sow a $25 seed tonight? Yes, indeed. Sometimes y'all start posting so fast, we'll miss it every now and then. And we do apologize. We try to make sure Thank you, Minister Nally. Thank you so much. Y'all quiet. I can't get nobody. Well, did you log off?
There.
Okay.
Well, God bless you. We're at the end of our time together tonight. There she is. We're at the end of our time together tonight, and we appreciate you joining us. Please share this broadcast or share this stream with somebody. We want to reach 1,000 people, 1,000 people this week. Mm-hmm. So please share this. Go to if you're on YouTube, like and share. Mm-hmm. Hit that notification button so you'll see when Restore Life, the Dangerous Church, is live.
Yes.
So please hit that notification button. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
And can I petition some people tonight? Ashley, I want you to, Ashley, I want you, Minister LaTorch and Trees, I want you guys, Minister Lydell, they work with the youth. I want you to get the youth, or challenge them to get at least 10 people every Tuesday night into Life Talk. Right. Get 10 people. 10 people onto Life Talk. Get the young adults. Get 10 people. Matter of fact, when we log off, share this with 10 people. Share it with 10 people that are friends with you and say, listen to this. Just listen to this. You don't ever know sometimes when you share a broadcast. I remember Ricky Smiley saying one day on one of his posts he was making, the pastor here in Atlanta, John Wesley, down at, I forgot his church here in Atlanta. John Wesley, he did the Bernice King, Martin Luther King thing one year. He said, I was just listening to different preachers. And John Wesley was talking about how just encouraging people about being strong or people not understanding what doors God's opening for you and all of that. If you share this, you don't never know who's going through this right now, what they will need from it. So share it. I want you to petition the young people to share it. Make them a part of this. And we want them to get some of their friends on so we can start talking to them. Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
The peace of God, the love of God, the power of God, the hope of God be your portion tonight, this week, and the days to come.
Yes.
We speak the blessing of the Lord upon you and your families. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at the Dangerous Church. God bless you and good night.